Good evening, everybody. Sorry for the brief technical difficulties there, but we are back. It is F123. We are racing around Bahrain, and it is Tier 1. So let's see how the new boys are going to take to the new game. I am joined by the man himself who's just had his first outing in Tier 2. It is Mr. Monster himself. How are you doing tonight, my friend?
I've been through the wars in that Tier 2 race, I won't lie, but new game, new dawn. How are we all, everybody?
Yes, we are. Well, I mean, I just raced Tier 2. It was interesting to say the least, because my race pace is clearly not Tier 2 worthy at the moment. But we move on. Who's going to be our first person on track, actually? Let's see if we can. It's a Haas.
Well, they did have a good race in Tier 2.
It's going to be Calvin is our first man, so let's ride on board with Calvin down the DRS straight, carrying as much speed as can. Going to get up just over 200 miles an hour. Going to use this curb on the left for your braking point. Take it in nice and tight. He takes it a little bit wide, but manages to keep going. Gets on the power nice and early. Onto the DRS straight. Want to be carrying as much speed as humanly possible through here. Brake about 100 meters, maybe just after, down to 4th gear. Want to get on the power as early as possible. That was very tidy through there. Then a very small braking area here for the right, left. Then down to 2nd gear. Calvin takes it in 3rd, carries some good speed through there, gets on the power nice and early. Then a really hard braking zone down here. It's easy to lock up, but Calvin does very, very well there and gets on the power nice and early onto the DRS straight. Then all the way down here, gonna probably reach about 190. Hard braking, up the hill again. Very easy to lose traction through here. Calvin does very well there. This is now a completely flat out corner, so you can carry good speed. And then a hard braking down to 4th. Keep it nice and tight so that you can carry some good speed on exit. Here he comes. You're going to brake just after the start of the curb on the left here. Carry as much speed as possible again. And here he comes down towards the... Oh, and he's spun it at the final corner. He was doing so well as well. So our first bank is going to be a 132 dead from Bergen, followed by a 129.3 from Eugenie. That is disgustingly quick.
We might need that Ferrari engine checked.
Yeah, that is unbelievably quick.
That is. But before we get a couple more extra laps in, shall we have a quick scan through the lineups for this year?
Yes, feel free.
Let's start with how we're reading them up Discord. We have Grace in the Alfa Romeos this year, Saviour and Call Me the Brave.
Yep.
Followed by Nick VT and Mr. Uncle Sam of the Alpha Tauris, or as I can't remember what Simba likes to call him. There's something about a dog. I can't remember what it was now.
Yeah, no, I can't remember, to be fair.
In the Alpines, we have Laurentiu and the Slayer. Very solid partnership there.
Yeah, that's going to be a big partnership there.
Ferrari, we have Eugenie and G-Star. That I have a feeling is going to be a very disgusting partnership.
Yeah, I think they're going to be very, very strong contenders for the constructors this season.
I think as well the Haas team are going to be strong again as well in Tier 1 with Mr. Calvin and the perpetual thorn in Hodgie's side of last season, Mr. Kaiser Soze.
Yeah, absolutely. Big shout out to Kaiser Soze, who's come straight up to Tier 1, having moved to Tier 2 last season.
He was very quick. He was very, very fair and very quick to race last season, and we had a few battles with him. We have the triple champ, the back-to-back-to-back man, Mr. Sarge with, I'm going to probably butcher the name, Depova is his teammate from McLaren. That could be.
Oh yes, Mrs. Depover.
That could be a very strong partnership.
Yeah, that could be a very big partnership.
We've got this weird Leeds fan as well. I think he's back in the Mercedes again. I can't remember what his name is. Can you?
Oh yeah, him, the guy who supports the same team as me. So I can, from experience, say that that's stupid.
You poor souls. Chris and Ant together this season. That again is very strong.
Yeah, that's a big lineup there.
And Dynamite staying at Dynamite at Red Bull with Seppi this year.
Yeah.
SW, that'll be a nice one. LRL,
they're already 2-3 right now, so they're looking strong at the start.
Yes, Mr. Horner is having. I think they've got that double DRS on the car again, haven't they?
I think they have, yeah.
Penultimate team Williams, LRL, and Eddie Dust. Eddie Dust, another promotion up from Tier 2.
Yeah, another man who's looking very quick at the moment.
And last, but by no means least, because I've left them till last deliberately, just to annoy them just that little bit more, we have the Daddy's Cashmobiles, don't hate me for that,
Ooh.
of the Aston Martins of M&M, who I believe you heard these two fantastic gentlemen just in Tier 2 just a few minutes ago.
Yes, indeed, and they took the constructors last season in Tier 2 as well. So that could be a very good lineup.
It is. I wish them both luck as well. They're very strong drivers.
Calvin, according to my mini-map, has just said a purple Sector 1. Don't know whether it's lying to me like it did on the last game, but he could be looking very quick right now.
He's a very quick driver, is Calvin. He's an ex-teammate of mine, so...
Well, he was looking very quick in practice all week. It was disgustingly quick.
It depends on what setups people are running as well, because I was quite high in my wings in the Tier 2 race.
Yeah, I was running very high wings. It's hard to tell this early on what a good setup actually is. Apparently that was a purple Sector 2 as well. Could this be rapid? Good evening, Mr. Hills. Lovely to see you in the YouTube chat. Here comes Calvin round the final corner. Please hold it this time, Mr. Calvin. Well done. And here he comes across the line on a 30.1. That's a very respectable banker from him.
It is. So how are you finding the new game so far?
I'm enjoying it. I'm getting to grips with no traction control, and I'm absolutely certain that I will not give up on no traction this season.
You sound like me last season.
Yeah, I mean, the last game traction control was absolute filth, whereas on this game, no TC is definitely manageable. It's just going to take some practice.
It is, and I've just seen the YouTube chat. I apologise about that, Martin. I don't know whether that's made it any better or not.
It sounds like you're fine through my headphones, so hopefully it should have sorted it.
It says I'm just a bit echoey. Could be the feedback from my headphone speakers, but...
Yeah. So, who have we got on a lap? J-Sarge is just coming to the end of his lap, and he's going to do a 30.2. Very nice. Nick BT is normally a very quick man.
And he's
does a 30.5. Very nice. Where's Eddie Dust on track? Just coming around the final corner. So this will be the penultimate banker lap, because Ant still has to do one. Eddie Dust does a 30.5. Very nice.
Joni's moved the goalpost again.
Oh, 29-1. Oh, that is absolute filth. Oh my gosh.
This is the sort of pace Ferrari wish they had in the real life.
Yeah, as a Ferrari fan, we're going to move on from that one because it makes me sad.
I could beat you on that. I'm a McLaren fan, so there we go.
Yeah, it's a sad year to be a McLaren fan so far.
I'm used to it.
It's been a tragic few years, but they seem to be getting a bit of pace as the season goes on.
Hope so. There's always been the rumours that it could have been a little bit better.
Yeah, exactly.
So they're trying to keep out the way of traffic.
Laurentia's just coming towards the end of the second sector, so let's see where he's at. He is 6/10 up on himself. So that's 28.9 from Ked. What is with these Tier 1 drivers?
They're not human.
They're really not. My gosh. Yeah, Brandon Ray said 29-1 is moving, and then seconds later, Kid went and did that.
Kid has definitely exploded onto the scene.
29-3 for Laurentia.
He can kill me with that terrible pun later.
Here comes SW round the final corner. Let's see what he's going to do. 29 dead. Ferrari Red Bull 1-2 currently.
Where have we seen that before?
Yeah, that's a big thing. 2/10 up for LRL as well, so he could make a bit of ground here.
He's definitely in the 29s if he keeps this pace going. In that very nice Williams. I do like that blue, but as people have criticised that the
steering wheel's just disgusting.
29.5. A lot of people said the Duracell battery logo is.
Also that, I don't know why they have that.
That is a weird one as well. And DRS Julian's just brought something to my attention in the chat, and I've just noticed it now. Why does the qualifying thing say Q1?
Good question, Monster. Do you want to just quickly check the settings for the thing and make sure that we're not accidentally in full quali?
We are in short qualifying.
Okay, that's fine then. Nothing more to say then. It's clearly just a new addition to the game.
Yeah.
Let's see who we've got on a lap. Chris Bailey's had a wee spin. Mark Hodgson is 1.1 seconds up, apparently.
Just completed his lap.
That'll be why it said it's 1.1 seconds up, because it lies to you at the end of your outlap.
Yes, it is a shame.
Or did he improve? I can't tell. He's only got 30% ERS.
I think he's on a cooldown lap. He's going to be back to the pits, I feel.
Mr. Anton is on an in-lap. Bergen's on an in-lap. Calvin's on a fast lap. Calvin's getting a lot of time today on screen, but, you know, he's just going at the right moments, apparently.
Yes, I'm also noticing a lot of the drivers, a lot of the drivers are going for Daniel Ricciardo's old number this time. I've seen a fair few number 3s on the side of the cars.
Yeah. I mean, respect to them. I was very, very sad that Daniel Ricciardo's not on the grid this year.
I am too. He was a very likable driver.
He was. He was a character on the grid, and we kind of missed that a bit this season.
Yeah, I can agree with that. But, who would
Calvin's
you feel...
4/10 up. Just sorry to interrupt you.
No,
This
don't
could
worry.
jump him into the top 5 quite easily if he has a good final sector. See how he does the final corner. Please don't spin out again, because I'm on board with you.
No pressure.
Here he comes. That was very nice through there. 1 minute 28. 1 minute 29.5. P5 exactly.
But is he going to get back for another run?
At 3 minutes 16, I'm going to go with probably not.
It'll be very unlikely.
Unless he's double fueled. And if he did that, no, he's retired from the session, so he's definitely done.
Yeah, that looks like it's a bit of an expensive
oh,
job for
no.
mechanics a little bit later.
Well, the mechanics will be working hard to get him back on track for the race then.
Yeah, I thought you'd expect those mechanics to be a little bit sick of repairing the cars after all the times they have to do it for Mick Schumacher.
Yeah, you'd think. Oh, poor Mick. Don't be mean about Mick.
I won't. I can't disrespect the guy. He was had
Poor
a lot
Mick.
of pressure. He had a lot of pressure on his shoulders.
He was one of my favourite drivers, bless him.
He was good, but I think he always. No offense to him, he had his surname count against him. I felt.
Oh, absolutely. I agree with you there, 100%.
But,
let's see who we've got on a lap.
I can see Seppi's.
JSO's just started. Ugoni is in the first sector, so we'll ride on board with Ugoni.
In his Ferrari.
and see if he can challenge the Red Bulls. Looking very tidy through there.
3,000th down.
3,000th down.
Depends how much he's got this car set up.
His setup is looking very, very reliable, to be fair.
It's looking planted.
This is the thing. Those who ran no TC last season are going to be goated this season because no TC is so much easier this season.
It is. I'm experimenting with it, but I did switch it over doing the safety car in the race because I bogged down off the start like mad.
Yeah.
I was down to 16th by about.
Oh, he's 3/10 up! This is P1 if he finishes it good.
He's at a monster second sector.
Come on, you Joni, let's see what you can do. Oh my god, I accidentally went off him. It's alright, we're back. I clicked a button I shouldn't have clicked. 1 minute, 28.905! That is so tight.
That is.
And SW's just about to start his lap, so we'll come back to you.
Dynamite's just coming out the last turn now. I'll keep an eye on him.
Yeah, you keep an eye on Dynamite. I've just jumped on board with Bailey, who's a 10th.5 down on himself, unfortunately. Where's Dynamite? Okay, he's just started his lap along with SW. SW's 200ths up on himself. Here he comes. Let's see if he can keep the traction and the speed going. Thank you, Mandy, for saying this is the poshest sounding stream so far. We're bringing a little class to MRC tonight.
200th down for Dynamite. He's going to need a monster sector 2.
Looking very good through there from SW. Let's see how he is at the end of the second sector. He is 2/10 up. This could be pole. Laurentia goes for the 28.9.
28.8.
28.8 rather. It's gonna all kick off at the last minute here.
I don't think Dynamite's got it. He's still 800s down.
SW could do it. Oh, SW has a terrible final sector, unfortunately. Kid invalidated. Joni's not on a lap. LRL's down on himself. Bergen is 6/10 up though. Nope, I'm wrong. He has no ERS left. I think this is going to be our starting grid, you know.
It is, I believe.
Unless Ant's on a lap. I don't think he is, no. Got 100% TRS, but he's missed it.
He's on the way in.
So there you go. That will be our starting grid. So Laurentia takes pole for Tier 1 in the first race of the new game with a 28.8, which is just disgustingly quick. Followed by Joni, who's keeping his pace very strong, and Kid Dynamite, SW in 4th. Calvin coming into P5. Followed by LRL, Bergen, Chris Bailey, G-Star, and Simba rounds out the top 10. I think I've got time to go to the bottom 10. We've got J Sarge in 11th, followed by Saviour, Mark H in P13, Nick BT, Eddie Dust, Anton, Slayer, Call Me the Brave, Kisa Soze, and Depova takes P20. So, do you have any early predictions for the race tonight?
That front 4 looks so fast.
Yeah, I mean, SW on a 29 dead, and then the next one is Calvin on a 29.5. So, I mean, for me, it could be any of those front 4, really.
It can be. It's a 10, just over a 10th between the 4 of them.
Yeah, absolutely mental. I'm going to put an early prediction on... I think I'm going to have to put it on Joni, you know.
He's looking quick, but
he was only 100th off of Laurentiis, and in my experience, he has pretty faultless setups and is just an outstanding racer.
oh yeah.
Oh, we've had some more comments. Carl Radband is wanting Bailey for the win. Melvin said, I was so happy with my times, but now I think I'm really slow. Melvin, you were still a lot faster than me, so don't you feel bad. And Ryan says, some great laps there. For me, it wasn't to be. Yeah, I feel you, Ryan. I had a really terrible race in Tier 2. And I'm not feeling confident about Tier 3 now, but we'll see how it goes. And we have a dry race, as is to be expected in Bahrain.
It's the middle of the desert. If it rained, I'd be amazed. And
do you know what?
worried.
You say that. Was it 2 or 3 seasons ago? We had a wet qualifying in Abu Dhabi in Tier 3. So
was there a load of green numbers just flashing above the screen as well? Did you break the matrix?
I think we might have done. I honestly don't know how it happened, but I got P6 in that qualifying, so I was very happy.
So you should.
Right, come on, game. Let's see what these strategies are going to be. If they set these times with a rain setup, I'm going to cry until it's full wet.
This is what you get for...
Oh, I think we've lost Monster a minute. Hello?
Yep.
Oh, he's back. I think he disconnected for a second there. Right, let's see what these strategies are, because I have no idea what a good strategy is on F123 yet. So on the mediums, we've got Laurentiis, Calvin, LRL, Bergen, Bailey, Simba, Mark Hodgson, Eddie Dust, Slayer, and Depova. On the hards, we've got Kisa Soze, J Sarge, SW Kid Dynamite, and New Joni. And on the softs, we've got G-Star, Saviour, Nick BT, Anton, and Call Me the Brave.
The softs seem to be surprisingly an actual race tyre in this game, which is...
Yeah, I mean, there were people who were doing sort of between 7 and 11 laps on the soft tyres.
Especially at the start. I knew there was a few in Tier 2 that did it.
Yeah. It's not like the last game where you put a set of softs on and within 3 laps you're regretting your decision.
Yeah, they go to pieces faster than most Premier League defences, but...
Oh, you're enjoying all these football references, aren't you?
A little bit.
There you go. Melvin says you can do 14 soft laps. I mean, I can't, but there are probably those who can.
If you're Checo Perez, maybe.
Checo Perez could probably do about 20 on those soft tyres.
He could. He is the tyre whisperer.
The man who's a good person for knowing how maximum you can take them is Gav, because he takes hard tyres about 87 laps.
But doesn't he run practically a Monza setup nearly at every track?
Well, you say that. I'm not sure that is physically possible on this game.
Oh, we've had Lawrence Shaw lagged out. He's
ghosted. Oh, he's very ghostly, isn't he?
Yeah, but I've just noticed he's back in the lobby.
Okay, good. Lovely. He's back for the race start. I was going to say, suddenly my prediction of you, Joni, is looking even better. But good, Laurentiis back.
Excellent.
And you know what? For the first time in about 20 streams, it's giving me a good camera angle for the start of the race.
Oh, yeah, this is fantastic, which I think is a lot of the... I think this is the real-life F1.
I think it is, yeah. So... let's get ready for the race start. I'm going to get rid of everything. So we've got a nice clean screen. A few people missing their pit boxes, but again, that's going to take some practice with the new brakes and everything.
It is.
Right, here we go. Any second now. Any second now. There we go, 1 light, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. And we are away for Tier 1. Oh, Laurentiis looks like he had a little bit of wheel spin off the start. Eugenie looks to have gotten a pretty good start, but the Red Bulls are looking very strong as well. Is Eugenie going to get the move done? No, he's good, but there's a Red Bull going outside the Ferrari here. Can he get the move done? Yes, no, maybe, possibly, yes, no, Eugenie. Oh, it's Eugenie and Kid.
Calvin's got 5 seconds already.
Oh, that's really disappointing. Eugenie and Kid are still too wide. Neither of them is backing out. I think Eugenie's got the move. No, Kid Dynamite's come back at him again. They're still too wide!
Still going.
Oh my gosh! Neither of them is going to back out of this! Oh, I see something flying across the track! Someone got some damage somewhere! They're now 3 wide! Oh my gosh!
Let me have a look at... I want to have a look at the Haas a minute, because I think it might be one of the end fences on the Haas is missing.
One of them somewhere got a bit of damage. I just suddenly saw something fly across the track.
It might be Calvin. It is.
Yeah,
it's
he's missing an end plate. Oh, that's disappointing for Calvin, especially given he's already got a penalty.
It is, but I think he'll probably serve it at the... if he's got to change the wing, because that thing
he'll
like
serve it
dog.
then. Yeah, I lost my front wing in this. It is not nice around here.
I did it myself in the Tier 2 race.
But we are racing again, and Calvin holds on to P3 for the moment, but I would imagine he's probably going to jump into the pits.
He's sure there's going to be a gaggle of cars right behind it. The Ferraris? No, Ferrari's just trying to get a slipstream.
Oh, G-Star and Eugenie are side by side. Oh, the Ferraris are fighting. No, Eugenie backs out, lets his teammate through. Very respectful driving there. There's a bit of a gap at the front there, so we'll stick with the 2 Ferraris for the moment. Are they playing the team game, or is Eugenie just let him through for a second? God, Eugenie does have some really good pace around here, because G-Star just can't even pull away a little bit.
They're on different tyres as well. I've got a feeling Eugenie's probably let him through because he's on the soft tyres.
Yeah, probably.
For a bit.
Oh, Ryan says the stream is pitch black. Can anyone else in the YouTube comments let me know if they're having issues with the stream? Just want to make sure that as many people can see it as possible.
It is a bit darker than normal, but...
Maybe I need to adjust my brightness settings after this.
Little bit. Lawrence yours is literally just rocketing away off into the distance.
Sorry, that's my bad. I like a nice dark screen to race with. Yeah, Lorenzo is just driving away, and SW's got a bit of a gap to G-Star as well, although...
He's already out of the DRS range.
Having said that, he is. G-Star's really coming back at him now.
Well, I think...
Is he going to get the move done into the first corner?
Turn 1. Tries the outside.
Oh, he goes for a late braking move. Is he going to go for the switchback?
Although I think Red Bull might get the wing ahead of him. No, he hasn't.
There he goes, though. Gets the move done.
Yeah, Martin's saying the quality is not... Might be the brightness setting, may need a little bit of adjusting.
Yeah, I think I do need to adjust the brightness a little bit, probably. Looks like they should be using headlights.
It's a bit dark.
Wow. Clearly I like my setup very different, but I will adjust the brightness for the next stream. Yeah, so we're going. Is Eugenie going to get a move done down here? No, he's just a bit too far back there. I think this is the closest battle on track for the moment, so we're going to stick with this. Eugenie has some really, really good pace through this middle sector. He's practically pushing SW along here.
Yes, but that Williams isn't looking... The Williams and the Alfa Romeo, LRL and Saviour, they're not miles away.
No, they're in the DRS range. Let's see if Eugenie can pull anything out of the bag here.
Except no, he's got the wing as well.
He's got some good wings on, so Eugenie just can't catch up to him. Ujoni needs G-Star to pull away a little bit now and get out of that DRS range.
Although G-Star's got to worry when his tyres are going to start wearing off.
Ooh, Ujoni had half a look there. See, G-Star starts to pull a slight gap, and then he gets to the DRS zone, and it just all goes. I think Zeppi's running a very low wing setup. Yeah, Ujoni's alongside him onto the DRS straight. Can he get a move done? No, Zeppi defends really well there.
Single file pretty much to the top of the hill.
But this has helped G-Star. This fighting has meant that G-Star's nearly out of DRS range.
This is going to help his teammate.
Ujoni's desperately looking for a way through. He needs to carry some good speed here.
Ujoni's going to have to be careful though, because if he makes a mistake trying to pass Seppi, that Williams and the Alfa Romeo are going to be right on him.
Yeah, he'll lose 2 places for the price of 1. He just doesn't have the pace to get the move done yet.
I wonder if he's running a bit higher wings than
I think he has to be, because Zeppi's looking very quick down the straights.
He is.
But then Ujoni's constantly gaining on him through the corners. I think, is this still the closest battle on track? Oh, we've got Bergen making a bit of a move on Chris Bailey, I think, catching up to him. He is slowly gaining on Chris Bailey. I wonder if Chris might be running a bit of a more high downforce setup as well. Also, just a shout out to welcome Bergen back to MRC. It is lovely to see you back racing with us.
It is. It has been a while.
And coming back to Tier 1, and he's currently in the top 10, so proving why he deserves to be back. Good man. We're going to jump back to Ujoni now, as we come down towards the DRS straight. Again, Zeppi does get a really nice exit out of that final corner, and Ujoni just can't do anything with it.
I think Seppi's closer to G-Star than Ujoni is to him.
Yeah.
Looking at the gaps.
I think that's just about true, yeah. Yeah, Ujoni seems to be dropping a little bit of pace now somewhere. Wonder whether his tyres might be graining a smidge. Mind you, he's keeping the gap to LRL at the moment.
Yes. Lawrence Yu's keeping a good pace away from Kid Dynamite at the moment.
He is literally just keeping him out of that DRS range for the moment.
It is, and I'm just wondering if if G-Star's Ferrari is going to catch up to Kid sooner or later.
Well, sooner rather than later by the looks of it. He's gotten into Kid's DRS zone now.
Do you think so? I think so, especially with the softer tyres.
Only just mind, and Kid has just cleared the DRS zone again, maybe. Is G-Star going to get DRS? I don't think he is. Oh no, he is! But Zeppi got a massive exit out of the final corner. And has got the move done before the turn. Oh, but G-Star's fighting back a little bit.
There's been a spinner at the back. It's the Aston Martin.
Oh, that's really disappointing for Mark. Oh, it's Simba. Oh, no. Yeah, G-Star lost out big time there, unfortunately.
I wonder if those soft tyres are starting to grain and go.
I think they might be a little bit now. He might be in his interest to let you Joni through.
Although it depends now how much are the two Red Bulls going to push each other.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you can work with each other here, or you can cost yourselves the race.
Well,
Dynamite's
exactly.
closing in. Dynamite's getting onto the Laurentier. He's got the wing now.
Yeah, Joni's got past G-Star there.
I think that's probably a
Tactical move.
Yeah.
The move we want to see in real F1, where if you get given the place and you're faster, you give the place back.
Yeah, a fair few teams have done it.
Doesn't happen so much these days.
I think there's been a bit of contact. Bergen's round.
Oh, so he is. I wonder what happened there.
Just caught the end of it. He was off at the bottom of the hill just after turn 10.
Let's see if Kid can get the move done on Laurentier. Laurentier seems to have some really low wings, because even with DRS, Kid can't close that half a second gap.
He can't.
Let's see if he has any better progress on this straight. Don't think he does, no. That is some excellent driving, although SW is now getting in on the action and might be fighting his teammate in a second. Don't want to be fighting too hard here. Here he comes. Let's see what Kid can do. And Kid runs wide. I think he's doing enough to keep Zeppi behind him. Yeah, just enough.
The Red Bulls are tripping each other over.
They are a little bit now. They're fighting each other rather than working together to fight the car ahead.
Yeah.
SW does seem to have slightly more pace than Kid at the moment.
LRL's past G-Star as well now.
Oh, he is. So he is. I think Kid's G-Star's going to want to get off those tyres fairly quickly. Here comes SW, getting another excellent run out of that final corner, and once again getting the move done before turn 1.
They've closed right
oh, and he tried to go round the outside of Laurentier as well.
Surprised he didn't take the front wing with him.
That was some good driving from both of those.
Try and look at the inside, thinks better of it.
He had half a look. Is this a tyre advantage? Yeah, Laurentier's on the medium, so maybe they're just starting to fall off a little bit.
I think they were around this sort of time in our race.
Yeah, I didn't find the medium tyres actually lasted that long, to be honest.
No, they're not as good as what I remember on the last game.
No, but the softs are a lot better, so maybe the soft tyre is the tyre to go for on this game.
Possibly.
Although G-Star isn't necessarily showing that as fact, because his soft tyres do seem to have fallen off. Can SW follow Laurentier all the way to the line now? Seems to be getting small kicks of oversteer, SW. But here he comes. He does have some rapid straight line speed.
Marvin reckons it feels like it's Max versus Perez again.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Here he comes. Look at that straight line speed. He's just eating it up. And once again is through before the line, before turn 1 rather, and takes first place. And Kid's not far behind Laurentier now, and Laurentier's not going to have any DRS. Oh no, he is. I stand corrected. But he's got some good pace. Oh, I'm not sure entirely what happened. Look, small issue. But they all get through, I think, undamaged.
Very respectful racing from a lot of them for this first 10 laps.
Yeah, absolutely. This has been very, very good racing from the Tier 1 drivers. Really good to see on the brand new game.
What do you expect to see?
Yeah, I mean, there's always going to be an adjustment period to a game, so there'll be incidents, there'll be this and that happening as you're adjusting, but they've adjusted to this very well, and they're all racing very, very cleanly from what we've seen. I'm just going to jump down to Kisa Soze for a minute, actually, who has closed right down on Call Me the Brave. Could be looking at a move to get himself into the points here in his first Tier 1 race. Oh, we got a much better exit there.
Side by side with the Alpine.
Ooh, we'll jump to that in a minute. Because here comes Kisa on Call Me the Brave.
Just keep an eye at the front three at the moment.
Opens the DRS and through he goes. Kisa up into the points. Let's jump to the front. Because it has gotten really close here. Laurentia's tyres seem to have come back to him.
He's right all over the back of Seppi again.
He is looking very comfortable on those tyres again all of a sudden. Let's see if we can get a move done down the DRS straight. I think that's Slayer, unfortunately.
It is. Unfortunately, the other Alpine.
Now Zeppi's wings are just so low that Laurenti just can't get anything done.
3 seconds for him.
3 seconds for SW. That could be huge later in the race. That's the first time, track limits penalty, rather. And Kid's right on the back of Laurentia now.
And look who's lurking.
Yeah.
Right behind him.
There's Joni.
Last year's champ.
Very calm racer, just letting them fight and just waiting for his opportunity to appear.
First pit stop for Saviour.
Laurentia has a look around the outside. Can he get the move done?
That's
yes,
brave.
he can. That was a very nice move, but SW comes back at him immediately. Can he defend into turn one? Oh, there's a little bit of contact there. He sticks to the inside. Oh, yeah. Thought about having half a look there.
Oh, this helicopter shot I've got is fantastic.
I've got a really not very nice view in comparison at the moment.
You see literally practically the top 5 nearly all in one shot.
There we go. That's better. And again, Laurentia just can't get anything done down the straight.
He's going to be burning his tyres up though as well, which is...
Yeah, he absolutely is.
Although, looking at the track map, if Laurentier is going to be pitting soon, he could have a nice bit of gap.
He could have a very nice gap, actually, to push on some fresh tyres.
He could, because, I mean, they've got the gap, this front 6. There's a bit of space between them and the Mercedes of Chris in 7th. The Mercedes is Chris in 7th and 8th. Oh, bit of contact.
A little bit ambitious there, maybe. And that gives Kid the opportunity to try and go through. A little bit of wheel bashing. Can he get the move done? No, Kid backs out. Martin says, good to see the top 3 Tier 1 guys made an effort with their helmet designs. Yep, they are all still using the standard helmet design, which I have to say, I think I am as well.
I changed mine, but I need to confirm.
Oh, Eugeni's gone through as well. He's suddenly in P3. I missed that one.
Laurentier, I think his tyres are probably dropping off.
Oh, that looked like a bit of a slide from Eugeni.
I just nearly just saw there, or else Williams going to the back of that Alpine.
Ooh, it's getting interesting now. When are people going to feel the need to pit is the question.
The Red Bulls should go a little bit longer, I think. The Red Bulls and New Joni should go a little bit longer, I think.
I think they probably should, yeah. They've got those hard tyres. They need to really rely on a good overcut here.
Lawrence and LRL, I think, probably should pit this lap. Or next lap.
Yeah, the mediums, you don't want to be taking them much further now.
I think they should have a nice bit of gap with some traffic coming in. Lawrence,
yeah, exactly.
listen.
Laurentia goes into the pits. LRL goes up to P4.
Keep an eye on how well the stop goes.
Hang on a minute. G-Star is still going on those soft tyres.
He's taken them longer than Lawrence Shaw's mediums.
That's some fantastic tyre management right there from G-Star. So maybe the softs are just better than the mediums on this game, or specifically on this track.
Must be. Although it's probably going to be cooler because it's later in the day, maybe.
Yeah, there is that fact as well. Oh, Laurentia's come out quite nicely, very, very closely behind Bergen.
He needs to dispatch that AlphaTauri quickly.
Oh, he had half a look there.
Is he going to try Fernando?
He's got the move. Yeah, he's got it done. Fair play. Very nice move there from Laurentia.
That must be on the newer tyres.
Yeah, absolutely it is.
0 laps on Laurentia's hard tyres compared to 13 for Bergen on the mediums.
So the question is, how much further are these hard tyres going to take them? Yeah, and so G-Star. That is, I think that's a very good idea from G-Star. You don't want to take those softs much further than that.
I'm going to check what tyre. G-Star's going to the mediums. He could be in a very good position. He could be in a very good position in the end of this race.
Yeah, if he can make soft mediums work, that could be a really, really good strategy.
It could be.
So then we've got the two Mercedes up into P4 and P5.
Oh, bit of a spin for Ant.
Oh, I may have just jinxed that. Sorry, Ant. There is just nothing separating these top three. None of them can pull away from the other. Zeppi has the speed on the straights. Everyone else is catching back up to him through the corners.
Apparently, Melvin's just saying, honestly, softs felt way better after 12 laps than the mediums.
Very interesting. There's going to be a lot of investigating different strategies over the first sort of 4 or 5 races of this season, I think.
Well, Ant's taken his softs 14 laps as well. He's taken them longer than G-Star.
Oh, Ant is still going. Oh, Eugeni pops into the pits, trying to get off his hard tyres.
I wonder if he's trying to undercut the Red Bulls.
I think that's probably his plan, yes. Didn't realise Ant was on softs. Fair play to the man.
Yeah, he's been the tyre whisperer a lot today. VSC, this could be very good timing for Eugeni, actually.
Eugeni has timed that to absolute perfection.
Ant's in as well. I think he's going to try and get off these tyres. He'll go to mediums till the end now, I reckon. From here.
Question is Eugeni going to get out ahead of Saviour?
He is.
Just about. So close. He just managed to pull that off.
That's going to be key. That's going to be big.
Question is, what are Kid and SW going to do now? How long's the VSC going to last?
Although this VSC is going to hurt the Red Bulls a little bit.
Well, if it lasts until they get round to the pit straight... No, it's over. VSC is over.
They can't really double stack now.
Nope. No, they've missed their opportunity, unfortunately. The VSC didn't last long enough.
Yeah, they've...
So is one of them going to pit now, is the question. They've got about a 23-second gap to Ujoni, so I'd say this would be a good time for them to pit before Ujoni can make too much time back. Yeah, in goes SW.
Seppi's in, I think... It looks like another car following him.
Saviour's not far off the back of Ujoni, and LRL is close behind him as well. I don't think Saviour's pitted that yet, though.
I don't think Laurentier's undercuts worked. He's actually out behind LRL and G-Star.
Zeppi's coming out of the pits now. He may have pulled it off.
We've got a retirement as well, unfortunately.
We have a retirement in the pits. Here comes Ujoni. The undercut hasn't worked even with a VSC.
LRL and Saviour wheel to wheel.
Saviour's come out ahead still.
Ujoni's tyres are going to be warmed up though. He's got a lap on him.
Can Ujoni get a move done nice and quickly? He definitely has more pace. Actually, what tyre is Zeppi on? He is on the mediums as well. Let's see if Ujoni can get a move done. Zeppi gets a very nice exit there, though.
Seppi could play rear gunner to Dynamite very well here if he holds Ujoni up.
Yeah, I think is Kid going to get in the pits is the question.
He's boxing now.
Yeah, he goes.
I'll keep an eye on it.
Oh, Ujoni sends it up the inside. Gets the move done. He's up into P3. Question is Kid going to come out ahead now? Has SW done enough? Here he comes around the final corner. I think Kid's going to come out ahead. Oh, it's going to be tight though. Fastest lap from Ujoni just for good measure.
Seppi's going to be...
Zeppi's back, but Ujoni comes up into P2.
Dynamite's ahead of Saviour, so that's going to keep them in the fight.
Here comes Ujoni again.
Oh, wow, really aggressive there. Oh, there's contact.
There is some wheel bashing. Let's see if Ujoni can stick with him down to the DRS straight. Ujoni's still looking more comfortable on his tyres than SW. Ujoni thought about a move, but then thought, no, I've got a DRS straight coming, let's back off.
Although it's not as long as the front straight.
No, it's not a massively long straight, just allow close to be following through the end of the second sector.
It is, it's almost like a bring you closer and then you can try down the main straight.
Yeah, it's kind of like a layup DRS straight to make sure that you're in a good position for the main DRS straight.
Yeah, it is.
Ujoni got a decent exit there.
He's fighting it.
He's having a look. See if he can get anything done. Again, SW just gets a really nice exit out of that final corner.
Seppi with the fastest lap.
And he's flashing. He's used a lot of his ERS up fighting Ujoni.
Ujoni around the outside.
Can he get the move done?
Place the car. Nice.
Very beautiful move from Ujoni there.
Immaculate move. Immaculate drive from both of them.
And he got the DRS just for good measure.
Is that going to be Ujoni going off into the distance now?
It might well be. He's looking very comfortable on those medium tyres. Already got the gap up to 0.6 of a second. He's going to want to get a very good exit here, otherwise Zeppi will be hunting him down. Yeah, I have to agree with you, Fabian, that Eugeni is absolutely from another planet. His racing is just phenomenal. But Zeppi is holding on to the back of him, only 0.6 of a second so far. And closing down the straight again. This is reminding me very much of Charles and Max at the start of Bahrain 2022, where they kept switching positions.
This is another duel in the desert. Eugeni takes the fastest lap back. Zeppi's going
And
the
Zeppi
inside.
gets the move done again.
This is immaculate driving.
But Eugeni does get a pretty good exit. Chris Bailey steals fastest lap. Hello. Very nice defending from Zeppi there. Eugeni's got to be careful because he's now also got Kid Dynamite right on the back of him. Let's see if Eugeni can get anything done. No, Zeppi just flies away at the start of the DRS straight. Yeah, I think you're right there, Fabian. You're absolutely right. He is very, very good at saving it and knowing exactly when to use it. But Kid Dynamite is suddenly pushing Eugeni at the end of the second sector. Can he get the exit here? Yes, he can, potentially.
He's on newer tyres as well. 2 lap younger tyres than Eugeni, and they're still in front of him.
He's going to have to late brake him though. But Eugeni is just so confident on those brakes. But Kid gets a really, really good round to the DRS straight. Is it going to be Red Bull 1-2? It is so tight. They're going too wide. Eugeni holds on to it. That is some outstanding defending there again. This could be exactly what Zeppi needs just to pull out that gap. I think Kid might have a bit of a run going here. Not quite enough though. And Zeppi's official. Oh, he's on the border of opening up that 1 second gap.
He's got to get a couple more.
Eugeni's gonna get the DRS again this lap. Is Kid gonna have enough speed? I don't think he is this lap. Yeah, he's still going, but Eugeni still has that DRS as well. New fastest lap from Laurentia, 1:31.8.
I think he's had to have another pit stop, I think.
Maybe got some damage, unfortunately. Calvin's in the pits. And they're now catching up to Slayer as well. Chris Bailey gone through on G-Star up to P6. Have I just missed it, or is Saviour not pitted? No, Saviour did pit at some point. I thought he hadn't.
He has stopped.
Yeah. Is Kid going to get the move done this lap? Oh, he's got a very good run this time. Who's going to be the latest breaker? Kid gets the move done. Beautifully done. And he's got DRS for good measure.
Both got it.
Has G-Star got an issue? He's lost 13 seconds to Bailey. Well...
he's missing part of his front wing.
Is he? There's the issue. G-Star has got some damage.
On the right-hand end of the wing.
That'll be where the issues come in. Eugenie seems to be struggling on his tyres a bit all of a sudden. He's 0.7 behind Kid suddenly.
Maybe the Red Bulls are managing the mediums just a little bit better.
I think they must be. Amazingly, we're already on lap 23. This race has absolutely flown by.
Eugenie has the youngest tyre, has the oldest tyres there though.
Yeah, that is also true. So they could be falling off a bit of a cliff now. Did he sneak into the DRS? No, he lost DRS. So theoretically now the Red Bulls can just start to pull away.
Yeah, probably will
there
now.
We go.
Well, RL. Oh, sorry, there's the lap car. My bad. Just giving Eugenie a bit of hassle.
Here comes Anton G-Star now, going into turn 1. Starts to the inside, gets the move done. Very nice there from Ant.
Ferrari versus Mercedes, like the good old days.
Absolutely, and now we've got a Mercedes 6.7. Jump back up to Kid, see if he's going to try and make a move on SW or if he's just going to play the team game.
He doesn't really need to make the move except he's 3 seconds.
No, he doesn't, to be fair. This is very true.
Although, let me have a quick look. That's interesting.
Do tell.
I'm just having a quick look at the intervals now from the leaders, and the Red Bulls need another 9/10.
Oh, yeah, that's a very good point. 2.1 is the gap at the moment.
And they need a few more tenths work together to try and finalise the 1-2.
Yeah, absolutely, and this is where Eugenie harvesting his ERS may help him in the end. We've got a yellow flag somewhere, not sure where that is. Frank Martin, can someone teach me the game, please? Honestly, me too, Frank. Me too. But we do have a driver coaching system in place, which is being sorted out at the moment. Drivers will be contacted before too long, I believe, about whether they want coaching from some of the higher tier drivers.
Which is one of the reasons why I like this league a lot.
Yeah, we're all about education in this league. SW has let Kid through.
They've multi-21'd it.
They have. Very interesting.
I wonder why that's happened.
Maybe they've decided Kid has a bit more pace and they're going to try and use his DRS to try and pull away from Eugenie.
That's a very good shout. Eugenie's not really under a lot of pressure from behind.
No, he's not. Eugenie can just keep doing his thing. And he's closed the gap just a smidgen again.
At the moment, SW will be a 1-3 for Red Bull.
It will. Unless LRL can find a lot of seconds very quickly, he's going to be pretty comfortably third.
He is.
But he's also made my life easier because I don't have to do maths anymore. So however far Joni is behind SW is just the way it is. For the penalty.
It is.
Brendan Ray says, I've already picked my coach, he just doesn't know it yet. Well, good man.
Again, the coaching system with the league, this is one of the reasons why I like this league. It's the higher tier drivers, they're happy to give up their spare time to help.
Yeah, absolutely.
Drivers who are not as experienced on the game.
Absolutely, we've got some really, really outstanding driver coaches in this league as well.
We have, and it's great to see that put the egos aside and.
Yeah, absolutely. Bergen's out. Oh, that's a very late safety car.
This is going. Oh, Seppi is going to be cursing.
Oh, that's a very, very late safety car.
Red Bull, one of them's stopping.
Kid's pitted.
Kid's pitted. So was Joni. This has got to be softs.
They must be going for fastest lap, I would guess. LRL's going to stay out. Saviour's going to pit as well. Interesting. Fabian said, I think Joni's still going to win just harvesting ERS. Well, everyone's harvesting ERS now, Fabian, and a safety car, so it's not going to make a big difference now.
And this is only going to be This is only going to be, I think, possibly.
It's got to come in at the end of this lap.
This is going to be a 2-lap shootout.
It is, yeah. It absolutely is.
Oh, that's coincidence.
Do tell.
There is a couple of cars between first and second.
Ah.
And what team does have to be one of those cars?
There's an AlphaTauri, there's a McLaren.
Yes, the AlphaTauri is going to be the key thing.
Very interesting. So, we'll see how this goes. I have to believe it's going to be in at the end of this lap.
You should think so. But, can you... Kid's gone back to mediums, I think.
Kid has gone back to mediums.
That's weird.
The big winner from this, honestly, could be Joni on those fresh softs. Safety car's coming in anyway. So, when SW is going to go, because every time in Tier 2 we went very, very early.
Seppi needs to get away.
There goes Seppi.
Seppi needs to get away from those other cars behind him.
He had a massive getaway, 2.3 seconds.
He's got another advantage as well. LRL is on 12-lap-old hard tyres, so
he is. Can Joni get anything done? He's not had a great restart there, to be honest.
No, he hasn't. He's still bogged down behind the AlphaTauri.
Saviour's got past him.
Yeah, and he's on soft tyres.
Saviour got a move done out of the blue there. Bloomin' hell.
Kids on LRL.
SW's got a 3-second gap.
I don't think he's going to keep the 3 seconds though if Kid pulls his move off.
He's got exactly 3 seconds to Kid. Now less, now less, now less, now much less.
Two and a half.
Let's follow Joni, who is right too wide there with Saviour. Oh, Saviour lost control. That's unfortunate. Nothing that can be done there. Too. Yeah, just a bit of loss of traction there. Chris Bailey's gained out of that one up into P5. Chris Bailey continuing his form from last season. Saviour trying to chuck it up the inside of LRL. Can he get the move done? Whoa!
Bailey's around the outside of the Ferrari as well. He's up to P5.
There's Saviour into P3. Chris Bailey's trying to get the move done here as well. He's got the move done on LRL. Oh, yeah. But they're both still going. Oh, Slayer's round. That's unfortunate.
He was the Alpine that got caught in the contact, but it's last lap.
Does Chris Bailey have the pace to get the move done on Saviour here? LRL moves to the outside.
Oh, Joni's right on the outside of the Williams.
Yeah, Joni's still there. Chris holds on to P4 for the moment. Kid Dynamite has caught right up to SW there, but we're going to stick on board with this for the moment.
I don't think he's going to attack him, though. I think Kid's going to stay behind and try and get the win on the penalties, because there's 3.3 back to Saviour.
Yeah, absolutely. I think you're right. Oh, Joni looks at a move on Chris Bailey, but Chris Bailey defends very nicely there. Very good move. Can he hold off Joni to the end of the race? There's going to be no DRS, of course. I think he got a good enough exit there. It is tight, though. Saviour's just managed to pull out a bit of a gap, so it's going to be Joni versus Bailey for P4. Oh, he tried to throw it up the inside, but again, that was some very, very good defending from Chris Bailey there.
Last corner for the Red Bulls.
Here's Joni. Oh, Joni's got to run. He's got to run. I don't think he's going to get there in time. No, Chris Bailey keeps P4. It was 600ths of a second.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. Here we go across the line.
The fastest lap on the final lap.
Here comes G-Start.
P10. So
Kisa comes across in P11, which is a very admirable effort for his first race in Tier 1.
It is.
And
Brave.
Round comes Call Me the Brave. Oh, he might be. Simba's got past him, yeah. Then comes Call Me the Brave. Oh no, that's unfortunate. So over comes Calvin in P14. He also seems to be moving a bit slowly. And here comes Eddie Dust over the line.
And adds to the repair bill of the Williams.
Yep. So, that was Tier 1. My gosh, that was an exciting race. Although we only really followed around the top 3 for 90% of that race, unfortunately. So, here we go to the first podium celebration of the season for Tier 1. And it's Kid on the top step. And SW takes P2, and Saviour ends up taking P3, who seemed to just come out of nowhere at the end of that race.
What a fantastic race, and
really great race.
If that's going to be the standard for the rest of the season, I have 3 words. Bring it on.
Yeah, going to be a fantastic season, I think. So let's just run through the finishing order. So, Kid Dynamite ends up taking first after penalties, followed by SW and Saviour. Chris Bailey takes P4, followed by Joni, Anton, LRL, Laurentia, J Sarge, and G-Star takes the final point spot, followed by Kisa Soze, Simba, Call Me the Brave, BRD Calvin, Eddie Dust, Nick BT, Depova, Slayer, Bergen, and Hodgson takes home P20. Who is your vote for driver of the day, Monster?
It's going to be boring, but I'm going to have to say Kid Dynamite.
Yeah, that's a very good shout.
Fantastic race, worked well with his teammate. And the Red Bulls kept the advantage, really. They kept both cars up there, so they could play around with a little bit of strategy a bit more.
Yeah, I agree with you. Although, I think I would go for Saviour, actually. Starting P12 on the grid. Just very calmly kept his race going, cut through the pack, and his strategy really paid off in the end. So I really can't fault him. So there we go. That is the first race on F123 for Tier 1. Thank you all for joining us, and we will be back at 7 o'clock on Wednesday, where the Tier 3 boys, including myself, God help me, will be taking to the track for their first tiered race of the season. We hope you can join us then, and thank you for joining me, Monster. It has been a pleasure.
It has been, as always, and I look forward to the rest of the season and to the next race myself.
We've got a few sessions together this season, so the both of us will be back very, very soon.
I have one thing to say to that. Bring your facts.
Yes, we will definitely be playing Simon's Facts again in the next session. But thank you all for joining us.
I look forward to it.
See you on Wednesday. Good night.
Take care, everybody.